Good evening, we're back with more Open Rollercoaster Tycoon 2. We slaughtered our way through Amity Airfield, courtesy of the Purple Disaster, and Botany Breakers didn't put much of a fight up either. So onwards we go to Bumbly Bazaar, starting with a small market bazaar. Your challenge is to increase the profit from shops and stalls by building rides and roller coasters to attract more customers. Achieve a monthly profit from food, drink, and merchandise sales over £1,000. Easy. Easy peasy. Let's pause and take a survey of the situation. We actually have access to water. Doesn't look like a particularly good access to water, but if I wanted to have that awesome jet ski ride again, it looks like that's on the menu. Otherwise, we have an entry point at either side of the park. Is that the first time we've had that? Feels like it's the first time we've had that. So I can't just group up everything in one side. Or maybe I can continue to do that anyway and it won't be a bother. We start out with the aforementioned Bazaar, and I'll be honest, I don't really like this at all. It's got those thick lines, or thick paths, that I'm not too fond of. That said, it would probably be a shame to throw away some perfectly good shops, so what I think I'll do is unpause and then carefully delete the bits running up the center, so there's a place that people can actually go in for that stuff. I want to get rid of the wall around the outside though, because I suspect I'm going to use this later on. There we go. I can be satisfied with that. Enough, I suppose. Okay, so we want to get going, but before we get going, one should always survey what they have, and by that I mean, of course, the rides. We have the chairlift again. It was pathetic when we saw it in the previous park. Well, we've never tried out the monorail, but I assume all transport rides are just a waste of time, although they're aesthetically pleasing. We've got the Crooked House, the Maze, merry-go-round, the car ride. Have I used the car ride? Feels like the only thing I've used are monster trucks, and the spiral slide, so pretty crummy gentle rides. Roller coasters, side friction, minecart, junior, classic, mini, Hyper Twister. Have I used Hyper Twister? I don't know. Only one thrill ride, and that's the old Twist. Busch Gardens have one of those called the Sandstorm, but I think they got rid of it, which is a shame. Loved seeing that thing coated in vomit twice a day at least. A bunch of water rides, and I like water rides, so we'll keep them. Loads of shops and stalls, but of most importance, the ATM is available early. The souvenir stall is as well. Excellent. This will be a cinch. So what do we do our R&D in this time around? Forget transport rides. We already have water rides. Forget the scenery. This will do us for now, and I should have it maxed out because I want all the dosh coming in for them. Yeah, the automatic ATM machines are available from the very start, so that's quite helpful. Big question, can I charge per entry? No, so I can charge by rides, I hope. Imagine if you can only charge by shops and stalls. That would be brutal. Let's hope that's not the case. Alright, well, let's get our park going with some easy basic stuff. I hear the Crooked House is quite popular because it never breaks down. And should I have a maze? No, let's have a merry-go-round. There we go. There we go. And what else will we have? We'll have the bum skitter. I should have you probably about here. And there we go, and there we go. And I want a thrill ride as well. And that's going to be you there. Mostly so that I can just get some music going, honestly. We'll open them all up. And then. Huh. There's music automatically for the merry-go-round, but I'll have the Twist's gentle music as well, please. Alright, they're all open, but they're not going to do much good unless we have... Ooh, that's not very nice, is it? Let's just have a bit of remodeling there. Ka-chunk. And bring these in. There we go, immediately people are forced to ride my rides and pay me some money. Okay, good, I can charge for admission on these. I guess I won't change to flat rides. I had enough trouble with that the last time. Guests can't get to the entrance of Spiral Slide. How can this be? I just built them an entrance to Spiral Slide. Game's probably just yanking my chain here. Okay, with those going, one should also always make sure that people have access to the informational kiosk. It's too good not to give access to. And as always, people must pay $5 million for my umbrellas. Wait, don't tell me I just made those free. There we go. People often say that the park map is too good value, so we're going to crank that up as well. I'm really glad you've taken to the game, says Aristo. I get paid tomorrow, so have some bits. Oh, that's very nice. Nice that you get paid, that is. Welcome to the wonderful world of work. Okay, these horribly boring rides. Wait, is this car thing? I'm curious about the cars, but we'll leave them for a bit. We've got all these shops down here, but I'm wondering if they're too far away for these guys to truly enjoy. So I think at least I'll give some people here a bit of food and drink. We will of course have the nuggets. It's so nice not having to open them up automatically all the time. And star fruit drink. And that should keep people happy enough. Bit unsatisfied by the lack of a loop around here. I'm probably just going to leave this place to burn for a while. But yeah, I don't like the lack of a loop. So let's have a loop, is what I'm getting at. Wait, what? Doesn't need to be all that special. Bulldoze this. And instead, keep the footpath going. Doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doo. Doop-de-doo. No, I don't like that so much. What I should do is have the footpath come out of here, because I want to maximize the likelihood that people walk into my my information kiosk. I'm just making a loop here. I don't know what it's ultimately going to be having in it, but I want to have the space available. One mistake I was making before quite a lot was boxing myself in too early and too easily. Okay, what do I want here? Well, I want to tap into something that we discovered last time, and that was the power of synchronized rides. I'm going to take the junior roller coaster here and make a really crappy coaster. I'm using junior because it's really cheap. Let's have you out here then. Just da-da-da-da-da. And then we're just going to go up a daisy, and I don't think we need chain anymore. Can I just go whoop, whoop, and then down the ways? Can we do that? I wonder if it'll even make that hump actually. I can't help but suspect that it won't. Let's just keep going up just a little bit more though. With the chains. Oh, crivens, what am I doing here? Up with chains just a bit more. Maybe that should be fine. And then down you go. A couple, and then up one. And then I want you coming right the way back down. How's that for crappy? Looks crappy to me. I'm gonna give you an entrance and an exit, and I'm gonna test this out to see how crummy it is. Looks pretty bad to me. Awe-inspiring, Jake. I thought so too. Oh, I'll tell you what we don't have though, and that's some handymen and a mechanic. I'll grab ourselves an entertainer as well. I don't think money's going to be a problem. Look at it go! Whee! And a bit more whee! Amazing stuff. Look at those incredible vertical G's we get going. Looks exactly like one of the crummy coasters you can find in low-income parks in Brazil. Congrats. I feel it's a bit inspired, frankly. In fact, we are going to name it in your honor, provided it... Oh god, look at that. It's more intense than it is exciting. It's almost more nauseating than it is exciting. Frankly, an inspired choice, so let's save the design and we will name it in your honor. We'll call it the Black... I couldn't think of something awesome to say instead of the Black Wind. So, that's all nice and all, but let's have another one. The Black Wind. And let's... Let's smack you there. Let's give you a different lick of paint, though. Main color scheme should be... No, I don't like that. Why is that the main part? Let's have black in the middle, and we'll have... wrong shade of blue? Yeah, that's a better shade of blue. And this one could be a better shade of red. We're getting into full-on aesthetics now. Alright, I don't know where the green comes from. Oh, it's probably the things that support it. White, no. Nah, black is fine. Brings out the other colours a bit better. So now what I'm actually going to do is synergize the two of them. Now we have 3.71 excitement. What if we had them synergized? Suddenly, we've still got 3.71 excitement. No, we got 4.11. Amazing. I bet people will pay through the nose for this. Might be a bit hard to get my Q coming out here. Maybe I stuck the Q's on the wrong side. Or maybe I can just have terrifically long Q's. Yeah, everyone's going to want to ride this thing anyway. Oh, ooh, that could be a problem, actually. Or maybe I can have the queue go over this. Is such a thing even possible? Let's find out. No, that's not at all what I wanted. No. But maybe, just maybe... Oh, baby, we're onto something here. We're onto something good. Oh, I love it when this all just comes together. And it sure as sugar does. Okay, I don't know how the other one's going to get out here, though. That seems a bit of a bridge too far. But we can try. Of course we can try. Why would you be blocked there? It's alright, they're only junior coasters. It's not like I've wasted all of my money here. So we'll go there, we'll go ups-a-daisy, then flat, and then ups-a-daisy again, and more flat, and down we go. Oh. Aw, my bits are tingling just thinking about this. I've made some good coasters in my time. And these almost qualify as that. Alright, we'll open them up. The excitement is through the roof. Oh, hang on, I'm not charging nearly enough dollars for these things. I bet I could charge like 9 quid for this thing. Show me the money. Alright, we have a good exit strategy here. And just make sure people don't come into it. Pretty good, huh? I'm not paying that much. Well, these guys did. Okay, so maybe that's a bit much, but I bet we could get like $7.50 out of them. Just here are testimonies. And they move together, which is just really sweet. Okay, with that satisfied, let's do what we do, and that's getting benches and bins everywhere. My good lifter will never stop benching, neither should we. Suppose I should have it coming along here. I'm going to do them eventually anyway, so let's just prep ourselves. Oh, I can have bins along the... I can have benches, and I assume bins, along the suspended areas as well. I really, really like this game. Although if I could have my way, I think I would have some way of speeding up the process of doing bins and benches, because if you're going to do them at every opportunity... Oh, I just replaced some benches with them. Probably not a big deal. But it would be nice to just have a kind of path you draw that has benches and bins periodically. Purely quality of life stuff, so I'm surprised that it's not considered for Open Transport Tycoon. Not Transport Tycoon, whatever this game is. Rollercoaster Tycoon, there we go. Okay, so despite these roller coasters being really crummy, people are willing to pay my extortionate price to ride them, and it's only, well, it's 420 excitement, not bad. I bet they could be even more exciting if I placed some junk around them. Amazing. Jake, that sign is not on stop. Good catch. Thank you kindly. Now people shouldn't get lost around there. So the money comes in from you, excellent, but what would be even more excellent is if people paid me dosh for the memories of riding the thing. So there we go, souvenir stall to plug the money out of them. And do we have any new rides coming in yet, I wonder? We have the Circus. The Circus made me a loss when I had it before, so I'm assuming it's just a generally awful ride. And I'm probably correct on that front. But maybe I should have it anyway. Couldn't hurt to have it around at least. Probably. There we go. Still, coasters are where the real dosh is, although I'm quite happy that these people are going to make me tons of money. Oh, jinx, look at all that flowing on in. People can still technically lose time in the exits of Black Winds because there's a fork in the road without stop signs. Sure, but that's minimal. Very minimal. They all seem to be going in the right direction one way or another. Okay, that's cool and all, but coasters are our lifeblood. We should make more. I'd actually quite like to make another junior coaster that kind of goes through these, which I think would be kind of exciting. But by the same merit, I'm not sure if making large coasters this early on is where it's at. Oh well, the money's going places, well, going good places. Which is happy enough information for me. Tell you what we don't have at all though, which we should probably have, and those are toilets. Give me that dosh. I won't have something in the park not generating a profit, and that includes the lavies. And let's make sure that everybody has an opportunity to hit up the information kiosk at any point in the park, except for those parts we don't really care about. Should have an ATM available, especially around here, because surely people want to ride the junior coasters. Check, they're queuing up just to ride this crummy little number. How do you feel, Black Wind, that you want to be ridden by this many people? Well, it seems unfair to call one the Black Wind if we don't have the other one being the Brelix. Charge €5 for the ATM, I wish, but there's no ability to charge people for it. Alright, well, I like the dosh coming in, but I would like it more if I... Oh, hang on, why don't I was going to say, why don't I advertise? Because we already have these filled up. More people coming in is not going to help the throughput. I don't think, at least. Oh, I should definitely speed this up. Let's not waste more time than we need to. They go, they fill up. I probably waste a bit on the throughput because I have to wait to fill up, but that excitement bonus they get from that's very well worth it. Okay, I need more coasters though. Rides are all fun and games, but we need the coasters. I want to have the boat higher, but we're too far away from the water at this point. I like log flumes, aren't they a bit crummy? Mine Ride Junior, Classic Mini, Limited Height, Mini Roller Coaster, Individual Cars. I don't like that. This Hyper Twister seems interesting. What can the Hyper Twister do? And have we had one before? Jings, it can chew up my dosh, that's for sure. Helix's, S-Bends, Brakes, On-Ride Photo Section, I like that. Kind of starts do you have? Continuous. Alright, so we got to do something with you. Let's try and keep with the small, crummy coaster setup, because I'm convinced that that's a better way forward than these enormous coasters that are tempting to build, but ultimately probably cost more than they're worth. At least that's what I've garnered from my limited experience with this game. Alright, can we just go straight up? Oh, we can go right the way up. There's some big trains, but I suspect we're going to have to do it this way a bit. Oh, it can really twist. Cool. Can I just twist you around a bit? And then we can Helix. Yeah, I know it costs money. Hold on, it costs a lot of money. 920 to Helix down? That's my money all gone, friend. Oh, I knew money once. Didn't I just say I wasn't going to build something ridiculously expensive? It's also not really picking up much speed, so I don't like this very much. Doesn't do a loop, so let's just have our on-ride photo section here. Or let's try to. Let's take it tight. I mean, it says Twister. What's so twisty about this whole thing? Giant smooth drops and twisting tracks, as well as plenty of airtime over hills. This feels like it's going to suck considerably. I wonder how much speed they've got. Do they have enough to ramp up a bit here? Wouldn't mind another drop. That's only gone up to 16 meters. They've been higher. Whoa, and then yeah, and then I need to somehow get it back. How tight can we do this? Not tight enough, apparently. Okay, not too bad. Probably not too bad. Give it an entrance, give it an exit. and then test that sucker out when it has, you know, the fastest lift change speed there is. And if this blows, I'm just going to sell it all, because it cost me way too much. Not the worst speed I've ever seen going around a Helix, but that doesn't say much. There are hidden requirements of these things. Otherwise your stats get halved, and I just do not know what they are, sadly. Oh well, no offensive G's going on there. Hey, that's pretty good. I bet people would pay an arm and a leg to ride this thing. That's maybe not the best slogan I should use for my theme park. I hate to say it, but I think I'm getting better at this game. And I really hate to say that because some of my earlier things were just awful. Ah, we also have another problem. People are not paying me ludicrous amounts of money for their on-ride photo. Now that we have real stuff coming in, I think it's time to advertise our park. I always forget which one it is. There we go. Advertisement campaign for the spiral slide one, or is it twist? It's the twist one, right? It's the twister one, right? Who wants to name this ride? We need a name for the hyper twister and stat. I turn to you, chat. But we'll advertise for the whole park, why not? Marvin calls it the going in circles. I don't like that so much. I prefer the toilet bowl. So we'll have an advertising campaign for the toilet bowl as well. Our brand new ride, the toilet bowl. Come one, come all, and check it out. It's not that nauseous, right? Really low nausea, really high excitement. Awesome. Oh, we can build a big old hyper weapon, I'm sure. Oh, I'm liking this dosh coming in from rides. It'd be nice if I could build another one of these, kind of facing the opposite direction and have them synergize, but we've got synergy going on. Good lord, they're out the door with these. People really like that ride. I wonder if these actually turn a profit. Yeah, no. But maybe they will as my park expands in that direction. Okay, what else we got? Any flat rides we can put in? I like the maze. Just the standard hedge maze, though. It's not the most exciting thing known to mankind. I bet it would be if I put it on top of another ride like this. Oh, I can have it like that. But which way is the entrance and which way is the exit? I think the entrance part has the bit that bobs up. So let's do it like this. Open it up, because how could it possibly fail? Also, I'd love to know if the excitement rating goes up on that. I'm not very good at paying attention to the numbers. But if that excitement rating increased, I'd love to know. It's at 6.71 now. If I wanted to make it super exciting, and I probably do, I hope people aren't thinking it's good value. No, they think it's great. Which means I could probably charge a bit more for it, but we're doing alright with 12 bucks. But I bet I could charge more. Let's charge 15 bucks for it. I hate that little Scottish kid saying, Rollercoaster. It's the cheapest piece of crap we have. Not those. I like scrubs for scrubs. That's what I've been looking for. Cluster. There, how much more exciting did it become? Good grief, what an exciting coaster. Now that it has all these scrubs next to it, everybody's going to want to ride it. What was the excitement rating you had to get on that map, Aristo? Was it 7? 'Cause we just smashed 7 excitement with something we pulled together with change and pocket lint here. I find your lack of purple disasters disturbing. Don't worry. Decorate it with a purple disaster. Look, if we had the purple disaster available, trust me, we would have it, but it's not currently unlocked. We unlocked something, though. Probably the reverse roller coaster. Boogied cars on wooden tracks, turning around on special reversing section. What? What's to stop you charging enormous amounts for food and drink? You have a local monopoly, after all. Some prices people just won't pay, sadly. How long is it, though? Ah. Good question. How long is it? Oh, 471 meters. But I'd just add a lot more spirals in that case. I'd be like Junji Ito. I'm quite happy with that wee hump. The timing of it's just perfect. No real thrill rides coming in. Okay, how's the reverse roller coaster work then? Let's get a quick look at it. Thank God you can delete these and get your full money back, because otherwise it would be very expensive to figure out how this works. It only does continuous circuit, does reverse cars with 6 people per car. What do we have available here? S-bends, brakes, reversers. What a disappointment. What am I meant to do with this thing? Stop saying roller coaster. I don't think you're fleecing the people for the mini coasters enough, considering the lines. Probably not wrong there, but it'll soon get a bit older and then people will go, yeah, it's not so cool anymore. Because people are fickle like that. Damn, we have a lot of guests. We just started. This is too many of them. Okay, that's giving me something that I want to try here then. Let's try double pathing for a bit to reduce the amount of, well, to reduce how busy the whole place is. Maybe that'll make people less inclined to believe that the place is a horribly busy mess. It'll also give me less room to work with, but maybe that'll help with the overcrowding. Oh, but now I have loads of places out, benches and stuff. Dang. Oh well, we're making butt tons of money off of this ride. Look, it's already turned over. That's good money. That is very good money. However, what I'm not a big fan of is... okay, I really don't like these paths. They look awful, but we're going to run with them for a wee bit because I want to try different things in this game. That's why I've been so keen on not using pre-builds. I want to explore, right? The game is great, but I don't want to just have the solutions handed to me. Even if that leads to moments that are, I am sure, aggravating to many people that watch. I mean, damn, they get aggravated enough on the games that I am good at when I run them. Right, let's figure out the reverse roller coaster. What are we even meant to do with this thing? We shouldn't be too redunculous with our designs here. So let's put it out here, give ourselves a good bit to work with. And then, I don't know, I guess it needs to go up? Are they individual ones? Oh yes they are. Okay, that needs to be chained from the get-go. Probably needs the flat bit there to be chained as well. We'll get a bit of speed going. And then... oh, we can't even bank here? What? What am I meant to do with this thing then? Okay, a different idea then. We're going to keep going up a bit. And then flatten it. Did I just flatten it? It's hard to tell sometimes. We're going to go down a bit. And then take it round. Ah, that's too big. Round. Down a bit more. Round back into yourself. Round back into yourself. How does it do its wee turn around bit then? Oh, that's where the reversers come in, I see. Then perhaps it should be reversed at some point around here. Oh, what? I don't think I even want to know. I hope it can finish up the place. Now I'm in a bit of a pickle for actually getting it in or back. We'll have it figured out yet. There we go. Looks amazing to me. Let's give it an entrance, an exit, and then figure out what a mess it is. That's the wrong place to put the entrance, sadly. But I want the exit leading to the same bit that this all goes to. Clunk. Like everyone's going to want to ride this. I would call it the Norwegian Wood, but come on, let's get it tested. Oh, but we should also have it raise up as fast as it can. Jake, have you or can you vote in the UK election? This is not a place for politics, nor shall it ever be. You know, that's not the worst ride I've ever made. How are the forces? The forces that be. Well, there's no excessive amounts of G's here. Ooh, not too shabby actually. I think we'll charge a modest $7 for this thing and open her right up. These aren't nauseous, are they? No, far from it. But I still feel that I should probably have somewhere for people to let out their nausea. I'll just use a toilet for now. How hot is it? 32 degrees? People need sunglasses. People also need some iced tea. Since it's so hot, I could probably buff up the... What? I'm not fleecing people hard enough for this this ride. Alright, it's now become £1.50. And let's have just everybody pile on in. In you get, folks. Wait, what? Really? Sure, why not? Just show me the money. Wait, if they're already in the queue, will they pay anything? Oh no, they're taking one look at the price once they're there and saying no. And that's probably leaving them quite unhappy because they just... Yeah, fair enough. What a shame. Well, if they're hungry and thirsty, they should come get some food and drink. I'm thinking some noodles. And I'm thinking some meatball soup. Yeah, no thank you. Where is this place anyway? Lemonade. Yes, hot noodles and 32 degrees weather. It's good to eat something hot when it's hot outside. Probably. I am really quite happy with the rides I'm making these days. I feel like the game, or rather I've stepped up a bit, but that's based on 2 alright rides and 2 super crummy ones. Maybe I shouldn't get too ahead of myself here. Sadly though, we have not unlocked the technology required to build the Purple Disaster again. What's our loan rate at? Interest is quite high. Let's pay off a bit of that. I really like that hump, but I'd really like it even more if I had a ride that went through that hump. I bet I could have a nice helix going through that, or even a loop-de-loop. But I don't think I have any coasters that allow for a loop-de-loop. Not entirely. We now have the wooden roller coaster. I like it. I like the wooden roller coaster quite a lot. But that's because I rode the Ghazi at Busch Gardens. It might seem like I mention Busch Gardens quite a lot when it comes to roller coasters, but it's because Busch Gardens is really good with roller coasters. Okay, this will be a bit more of an impressively large one than before. Chugga 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 chugga. Can we get over here? We cannot. Chugga chugga chugga. Yeah, it's more like it. I am going to see if we can actually do a loop-de-loop here. I would need it to be going up a bit. I get the feeling this wouldn't be impossible. Maybe I should go over this way first and then back along here with that. Alright, so we'll do our favorite trick. Get some nice speed going with that thing. Can it make it back up to 34 from not 34? I'm dubious, but let's see what the game thinks. Come on, you gonna make it? Don't be such a wimp. Ah, it's just a bit too much for you, isn't it? Fair enough. Let's have it be a tighter one then. Wait, what? We're done? I just started. Where's that money coming from? That can't be right. Shop say. I did tell you the scenario was ridiculously easy, says Leveler. I am disappointed here. Where'd that money come from? It needed to come from food, drink, and merchandise. So, food and drink sales were 600. Where's the merchandise? Shop sales. Well, shop sales are 900. I guess that's part of the food and drink. Oh man. Oh man. I'm so disappointed by that. I need to at least finish my I need to at least finish my coaster here. It's like when you win a game or something. Hang on, you can turn when we do that? Ooh, that looks dangerous. Let's do it. No need to make this an outrageous coaster. Especially considering that I'm looking to bring it into this thing. Right. I want this to be possible. I always like to thread these if I can. I'm not great at it. But sometimes it's not about being great, it's about just doing it. Maybe that's not good enough though, or maybe I'm getting it on too much of a hump. See, I was kind of expecting to win on this. Makes a bit of sense that I might win. Yeah! Oh, baby, that's good. It's the wrong direction. I want it to loop right. Ah, well, left will do then. No, excuse me, I didn't want to bank that at all. I want it going straight and down. Right into a water section. Oh, we need to be a bit higher, don't we? Right into a water section. And then somehow get this thing to turn around. Surely that'll slow it down enough. That hurts. It's too tall and it's not far out enough. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Except now I've blocked the way in. But I'm sure that can be solved by just smacking you there and you there. Alright, what are you worth to me? Test it out. That's where I find it can't make it some way, somehow. Jake, you can make an S left before that last bend for a slightly more fancy look. Oh yeah, I could have S bent and then do-do-do-do-do. I did not, though, so it looks considerably less fancy than it could. So, you go up, you go down, you take one hell of a spin around there. Clean the loop with the toilet bowl. Splash. Ooh, despite the splash, I think we're taking far too many G's at the end there. Yeah, and I'm certain those are all at the end. Ultra extreme. Why is the excitement so low? Did I miss something in it that I should have had? Maybe there's some kind of requirement for wooden coasters that I'm unawares of. Alright, we need some brakes here. Bring that speed down, please. You'd think that would... Yeah, that dealt with the G's. Oh, wow, that's good. 6, 8, 4.5. That must have a huge park value. Could make those brakes block brakes. Could, but it already runs two carts. The question is, how much can I charge for this thing? And I think I could charge 17 bucks for it. Couldn't I just? Hey, what's your problem, buddy? I'm not paying that much to go on Brelix. Sorry guys, but the queues have dried up. You're no longer the hot new thing. So I'll be reasonable and just drop the price down to 6 for you. People will probably get back on you at that price. Don't forget to raise the price of the photos. I believe I set it for... Oh, I did not set it for all throughout the park. Oh my god, it's printing money! Goodbye, loan. And you know what? It doesn't look like ass. I'd like to see through the supports though. Without the supports, it just looks silly. That's a nice touch. I really like that. I mean, the end part does. What, this? Yeah, I could have done that a bit better, but what's to worry? I'm happy with this. I love threading those. The thing is, once I get to this point, I'm like, okay, done now. I just want to finish it off, and then I just do the simplest thing to bring it to an end that I can. And since I'm trying to keep them tight, I go, oh, right, it needs to get in here. And unless it's, what, like the race cars who can't twist it in there. Alfrey is chiming in big time, and I don't even know why, but welcome. The Jake boot, we call it. Yeah, I can almost see that. This thing doesn't have particularly good throughput, does it? I wish it was running a few more... I bet it has minimum wait time, right? Hell no, just get people churning through that thing as fast as they can. Oh, I love the degree of customization you have on these. Ah, God, it's printing so much money. Oh. Well, I am bummed out. I was really excited about filling up this park. Felt like $1,000 quid per month to make from stalls wouldn't be so easy. But we just got it just handed to us. I like this park though. Oh well. Let's just kill and keep moving. Completely easy Bumbly Bazaar, and we move on.